Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Might and Magic VII completionist run. Now, last episode, I'm sad to say, and as I'm sure you've already seen, was a bit of a not the most pleasant one. We had to go back to the arena to get 5 more victories at the night level because I guess the game didn't count our Lord Arena victories for the purposes of the Champion promotion quest. This despite the fact that Lord is a higher difficulty than Knight. So we just had to go back and get that done, and I was not at my most cheerful during the commentary for that video, and for that I apologize, but you know, there's only, like, you can only to a certain extent pretend to be enthusiastic when you're doing something in a game that is clearly not pleasant to do. But that is all behind us, and now with what I believe is the last truly annoying part of the game out of the way, we can finally start to enjoy the game. And to be honest, the game has really opened up. It isn't just, you know, the fact that this annoying thing is out of the way and what's ahead of us is mostly fun stuff, but also a lot of things have been unlocked by virtue of the fact that we finally picked our side between light and dark, and I'm trying to see where it shows up in our kind of awards list, our quest list. Like, it should show up in here for the story quests, but I guess it doesn't. Does it show up in any of the green quests? I don't really see it, but regardless of whether it shows up or not, we finally advanced that part of the main quest, and just to remind ourselves, what quest are we on right now? We have to enter Celeste from the teleporter in Bracada and talk to Gavin Magnus in Castle Lambent. And we are actually going to do that in this episode. I said a couple of videos ago that we were going to not advance the main quest for a while and that we would instead be doing a lot of the side quests, and that is true. But I figured that, you know, since we've unlocked this new area, I may as well at least show it to you. Like, we don't have to advance the game. All I want to do is go into that area,
Welcome to the Water Guild.
see what the next stage would be in the main quest line, and then we can just leave it on the back burner while we do other stuff.
This should be useful.
Alright.
I can't learn
We're
that.
accumulating a lot of spells that we do not
I can't learn that.
currently have the skill to learn, but that's okay. It's like every spell that we buy now is one spell that we won't have to hunt for later on, and while I'm here in Bracada, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where the magic shop is. It shouldn't be far from where we are right now. I think it's around this area. I want to see if I can save Scum another black potion, because we are building up a collection of those as well. We actually need quite a few, so I should have been doing this more often. Where exactly is this place? It might be this very tall building. No, that's the alchemy shop, which I believe we determined does not sell black potions, but this place, the magic shop, should sell those potions. I'll also be looking at rings, although I'd rather have black potions please. White potion is close, but not quite.
Not. Do you value your life?
And oh, here's a black potion, pure luck. It's definitely needed, although we are paying a huge amount because we don't have
Return soon, my friend.
because we don't have a very high merchant skill. So this is our second pure luck potion. Let's keep it there. So how many stats are there? Let's remind ourselves that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stats. And there are 4 characters in our party. They can all take these potions once. So 4 multiplied by 7 is 28, out of which right now we have 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. We have 9 out of 28. So just over 30% of what we need. Alright. Now I think it's time to step through the teleporter into Celeste, and after we've gone through Celeste, I'll also talk about this particular quest, which kind of popped up in the middle of our second arena episode, and which I kind of brushed aside at the time. But I'll talk about it more in depth because we are going towards the place where that quest is pointing us to. And I just need to find... Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the teleporter that will take us to Celeste. Let's save our game here. Why not? And we are now in
What's that smell?
Celeste, and apparently Alexis has smelled something unpleasant. I don't know, maybe one of these guys let loose a silent but deadly just as we were walking through. Right, so now this is an interesting place, and I did that deliberately just to... Okay, I should have saved when we were inside. But it's okay, we didn't lose a lot of time.
Suppose there's any gold in there?
Let's cast Wizard Eye again. Let's save again. We can save here, that's fine. So I did that just to show you that this isn't just a visual effect. You are actually looking at the real sky in the world below us, and if you step over this, you will fall to your death. I don't know why they don't put up railings. Looks like a very obvious safety hazard. So I don't know, maybe someone should look into that. And it's especially annoying because occasionally people will get in your way as you're walking. But yes, it's a very interesting environment, isn't it? Very angelic. And we've got a place over here with not really clear what was going on or what the point was of that room. Oh, the proving grounds. Let's leave those alone for now. We're not really... Oh, are you actually serious? Are you serious? Well, did it at least... you know what, let's actually fly back this time, because I don't want to have to reload my game every single time, and let's be a bit more careful. Again, this is another one of those things which is a cool gimmick at first for about 10 seconds, but then very quickly you start getting annoyed. I feel like if I was designing this place, I would have... we've got some angels. No doubt with their massive hitboxes, they're gonna get in our way. But yeah, if I was designing this place, I would have maybe had one spot where you could step off and fall like that, and had at least railings on the rest, so that if you really wanted to fall, you would at least have to jump over a railing and you wouldn't just fall off randomly. Like, nobody would build a place like this, if we're being honest. Okay, let's just continue onwards. Really, what I'm just doing is I'm looking for the castle. Ooh, there's a Files of Faith. That's a
Fine enchantments for a reasonable price.
I messed up. I didn't save before I entered. Oh my god. Ugh.
Return soon, my friend.
Okay, let's this time load my autosave. I am doing everything wrong. Everything wrong. This time, let's go back to the magic shop and let's actually save outside so that we can save Scum another black potion for ourselves. If we're lucky, maybe even two. Who knows? But I want to keep making progress on that. That's one of my goals. Oh my god, dude. Get out of my way. Like, I hate angels so much. I hate you guys so much. Like, seriously, dude. Are you actually kidding me right now? Alright. Now, let's save. And let's do this the right way.
Fine enchantments for a reasonable price. Not
Alright.
the nerve.
By the way, what's happening right now is, if you have a large amount of money, and if you go into most shops, and if you don't buy anything and then you leave, the shopkeeper will insult you, and then one of your party members will respond back. But what is happening right now is that
Fine enchantments for a reasonable price.
what's happening right now
Not good enough.
is that I am cutting off
Are you talking to me?
the shopkeeper's dialogue by hitting escape, but that won't cut off the response from the party members. So that's why you're getting this really odd series of exchanges
Fine enchantments
between us
for a
and
reasonable
Bernard over here.
price.
This place should
Not
be capable of giving us black potions. It's
fine
in
enchantments
essentially
for a
in an
reasonable
end game,
price.
almost end game area.
Not
And if the one in Bracada could give us black potions, then
fine
surely this one should
enchantments
also
for
be
a
able to.
reasonable price.
Not
Not
seeing it.
fine enchantments
try
for
a few more
reasonable- Not
Times.
fine enchantments for a
Yeah, see, he's got
reasonable
white potions
price.
for sure.
Not fine enchantments
And
for a
either
reasonable
I am getting
price.
extraordinarily unlucky,
Not
or
fine
for some
enchantments
reason
for a
this
reasonable price.
magic shop that is in
Not
Celeste, one of the late game areas that isn't even unlocked earlier on, for some reason has a
not
worse selection of
fine
items than
enchantments for a reasonable price.
the regular magic shop in Bracada. Honestly, if it was that way, I wouldn't be surprised, since
Fine enchantments for a
the
reasonable
balancing in this
price.
game seems highly suspect in many ways,
Fine
as I've already
enchantments for a
mentioned on a
reasonable
number of
price.
occasions, and this
Not
would be yet another example of that. Let's try 5 more
fine
times,
enchantments for a
although
reasonable
at this point
price.
I'm ready to give up, but let's give this guy as many
Fine
chances as
enchantments for a reasonable price.
he wants.
Not
3 more, and then we'll
fine enchantments
quit.
for a
Yeah,
reasonable price. Not
it's not looking good. Is he gonna
Fine
surprise us in the
enchantments
last
for a
2 more
reasonable
white potions that
price.
we can't do anything interesting with? Alright, last
fine
Last try.
enchantments for a reasonable price.
Vial of Ooze isn't gonna help us. Well, what's this spell book? Fly, which we already know. Anything else? What are these scrolls? Meteor Shower, actually not a bad one. And if our merchant skill was better, I would even consider doing something like that. Okay, what's this ring? Is this... The ring doesn't do anything either. These cloaks. That's not a bad cloak, but I'd rather have one which also
Not good enough for
gives
you,
more
eh?
armor.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Okay. Hang on, what's this? Oh, that's the guild. That's not a... It's not a shop. Alright. Enough of that. Let's go to the castle. Oh, that's not the castle.
Best care money can buy.
That's
Good
the
luck.
temple. That is the temple. So I guess the castle is... somewhere else. Again, it's been a long time since I've played this, so... I don't have perfect memory of where each and every location in this game is. We've got some houses, some people who just seem to be there for the heck of it. Okay, this surely is the castle. There we go, Castle Lambent.
Suppose there's any gold in there?
And Serena, of course, always with money on her mind. Okay, we can't go there. Probably we can't go here either. Okay. So we can only go in this direction. We've got some golems. Can we go here? No, we can't go here either. Okay. Well, at least that makes things straightforward. So we can go here. It's a weird kind of door. And surely this must be the throne room. But that's a weird doorway. Almost seems like a secret door. Like whoever is in this throne is trying to hide. What? There's chests here. For some reason. With nothing useful in them. Okay. Let's talk to Gavin Magnus, who, among all the quests that he will be giving us, can also train us to Light Magic Grandmaster. You walk the wizard's path. Okay, let's get his quest. His advisors insist that we walk the wizard's path. Alright, that's so I guess we have to do a test. Entering the front door of the walls of mist and exiting through the back door. Okay. You'll not need your weapons. You will fail the test if you kill any creature. If you can complete this task, you'll be given membership in the Guild of Light. And this is how we get Light Guild membership. Unlike all the other memberships, which you simply buy, like there'll be an NPC, you go to that person's house and you buy the membership for some amount of gold. For this one, you actually have to earn it. And we are interested in doing this, but not just yet. This episode, by the way, now that we've been to Celeste, it is now a town portal destination, which I'm very, very happy about. So we don't have to do that annoying, well, not really annoying, but finding a specific teleporter on a particular point in Bracada it would get pretty old if that was the only way to get to, oh my god, to this place. And this is Stone City all over again with these guys, and you can't even tell when you can walk because their hitboxes are so wide that they won't even be on your screen, and somehow they'll still be be blocking you. Aye, at least when there aren't angels around, things are pretty wide enough to accommodate a few people. Got an empty hostel, alright. Another one. I guess that's just what's going on over here. A bunch of empty places. There's the obelisk, which we're not going to touch yet. We'll do all the obelisks in one video. We've got a house offering a membership to a guild that we are already a member of, and we've got people offering light magic training, which we don't have access to yet. I mean, we have access to the trainer, we just don't have the ability to get the skill itself yet. Alright, so now that that's done, now I want to talk about this quest. This is going to be an odd episode, but bear with me. We are trying to segue into a different part of the game, and for the most part, it's going to be now transitioning into doing a bunch of promotion quests and other side quests in areas that have now been unlocked for us. But in between all of that, this quest became available. Not so much became available as it was forced upon us. So while we were doing the arena combat, at some point we got a notification that we had to go to the Mercenaries Guild in Tatalia within 2 weeks to talk to somebody. And then when we talked to that person, they told us to steal a tapestry from Castle Lambent within 1 month. And I don't know if you remember, but I did mention this quest very, very early on in the game. If you go to the miscellaneous notes, an entry was made into our journal on the fact that we accepted a fireball wand from Mr. Malwick while we were doing the scavenger hunt on Emerald Island. And he said at the time that later on one of his associates would be contacting us. And the way it works is when you've chosen between light and dark, a certain amount of in-game days after that, you'll be prompted to go to the Mercenaries Guild in Tatalia. And if you don't go there within 2 weeks, the quest will be failed, and I think what will happen is some monsters will start attacking your castle in Harmondale. If you do go to the Mercenaries Guild in Tatalia, you'll be given this quest. If you picked the evil side, there's an evil version of this quest as well. Let me make sure I have the right one highlighted. The one to steal the tapestry. And if you don't steal it within a month, again, the quest will fail, and I think creatures will start attacking your castle in Harmondale. And now I'm about to say something that might shock and appall some of you. I am announcing right now that I plan on failing this quest. Now you might wonder how I can say that, how I can even entertain the notion of failing a quest when I've been saying since the start that this is a completionist run, this is a perfectionist run. Well, I don't know if I got a chance to say this during my Might and Magic VI series, although all of the quests in Might and Magic VI are straightforward with... like, they don't have multiple end states. This is one of the few quests in this game that comes with a built-in failure state, where if you ignore it for long enough, the quest will be failed. Now, the way I interpret quests from a completionist point of view is that the important thing isn't so much that you do literally everything that the NPC asks you to do to the letter. To me, the important thing is resolving a quest. Let me say that again. If some random NPC is telling me to do something, my completionist goal isn't necessarily to do what he's telling me to do, but to achieve a state in which the quest is resolved. And there are multiple ways to resolve the quest. And one way to resolve a quest, if the game allows for such an end state, is to simply fail the quest. So, when I wait enough time, this quest should fail, and then by virtue of failing it, that is still a resolution to the quest. So that's my first kind of like semantic, technical explanation for why I think this still is consistent with my completionist goals. Second part, so I've explained why it would be okay to fail this quest, but I haven't explained why I want to fail this quest. Like, what do I have against Niles Stantley that I'm not going to do his quest? Well, I'm also, immersed in this game. I'm invested in the game world, in the story, and in this party that I've built, and the character that I've imagined my party members to have. And by and large, they are upstanding people. We've chosen the path of light. We only reluctantly stole from Mr. Markham, but that was after his guards attacked us first. That's the only shady thing we've done so far. But now we are being asked to steal from somebody who we've only just met and who seems to be nothing but helpful to us. Like, there's no reason for us to have anything against Magnus, but we are being asked to rob him. Furthermore, the fact that this quest has a deadline to it is pretty obnoxious. Like, the Stantley guy has to be pretty arrogant to think that he can order us to not only rob someone who's done nothing against us, but then also expect us to do it within his stipulated time frame. In contrast, when the wrong part of it. In contrast, when we were asked by the Dwarf King to rescue his citizens who were trapped in the mine, turned to stone by the Medusas, that was a genuinely urgent thing. But regardless, he didn't force us to, he didn't impose a deadline upon us. He just asked us to do it, and then we did it. Whereas this guy, this Stantley guy, this combination of things, like asking us to do something so odious, and then arrogantly saying that we've got only a month to do it. I don't know. That's not the kind of thing that I can respect. So for these two reasons, I'm gonna fail this quest. Reason number one being that it's, at least the way I define it, consistent to fail it, and that's kind of trippy. Let's drop down. Clearly, we weren't meant to climb up this thing. But yeah, the first part of it is that, based on my criteria, it's okay to fail a quest as long as it achieves a state of final resolution. And the second part, I just don't like this guy, and I'm just not going to do his quest. And that is that. Okay. Now, having walked around in Celeste, we got a quest, we met Magnus, and we looked around this rather pretty environment. Now it's time to do the thing that I actually want to do in this episode, which is we are going to wrap up this this quest. Now, sorry, I knocked my water bottle down. No damage done though. It was closed. So we've already visited 2 of these 3 monoliths. We went to the one in Tatalia and the one in Avli. There's one last one in the Even Mourn Islands. Now the Even Mourn Islands are a place that we have not been yet. And they are a place that you cannot go initially. You have to unlock the ability to go there, and I believe it was when we got promoted to priest. So this quest, I believe this is the quest where we were asked to find the map to the Even Mourn Islands. And now that we've brought that map and retrieved it, I think now we should be able to go by ship to the Even Mourn Islands. And what I'm going to do now is, because I don't want to go to every single ship in this game and see which one goes to the Even Mourn Island on which day, because that would take ages, I'm just going to look up on my walkthrough. So I believe from Erathia on Sunday we should be able to take a ship to the Even Mourn Islands. So let's go to Erathia. And what day is it today? Right now it's Tuesday. So we've got some time to kill. Do I want to do anything? You know what? Slight change of plans, because I think this episode's gone a bit long already, and because going to the Even Mourn Islands would put us in an entirely new area, I think a more sensible way to close out this episode would be to, well, before I talk about closing out the episode, I think a sensible thing would be to leave the Even Mourn Islands to the next episode, and what we can do in the remainder of this episode is to explore the rest of the Erathia map, which we haven't done, and which is overdue because this is a map that you get to pretty early. So we'll walk around, we'll see what other points of interest there are on the map, but more importantly, we'll just kill some of these wild griffins and finally declare the outdoor map clear. And yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do things, because I think if we went into Even Mourn right now, it would turn into a very long episode. Because Even Mourn would then be a whole separate area that's gonna have all of its enemies still intact, and so that would take a bit of time to clear, and of course the quest itself wouldn't take that long, but nonetheless it would make sense to kind of bundle the doing of that quest with the clearing of Even Mourn Island. I should have cast Bless and Heroism. I didn't. Or, ooh, what was that? A genie's lantern? No, that's a hat. All right, let's see what's inside this chest. Some gold, you know, that's fine, I guess.
That's it?
Ring is not even worth picking up. Alright. Alright, so with this little maze in the mountains, the main item of interest there is of course the obelisk. We're not gonna be doing anything with obelisks just yet. There is the Fire Magic Grandmaster, which we will be going to much later in the game. And I think you are the last griffin in this part of the map. Okay. So let's go around here, just confirm to ourselves that this part of the map is clear. Yes, it is. Alright. And I think we just have this part left to go. Okay. Alright, let's fly as high as we can to get over this hill, this mountain. And you know what, at this point I'm gonna cast Bless and Heroism. Just in case we get into more combat. I think we'll have a small number of griffins left to kill in this part of the map. Unless we've already killed them, but I don't think we have. Or maybe we have. Actually, no, I don't think we have, because there's a part of the map that's unexplored, which we won't have gone to yet. And yep, it's still got enemies, although not griffins, but rather criminals who, I guess, thought they could make an easy target out of us, but we showed them otherwise. Alright. What's going on with these houses? Where's your door? Do you even have one? Oh, here you go. Unarmed Grandmaster, something that we can never learn. Dodging Grandmaster. And Spirit Magic Master. Oh. We are not far from getting that, although I'll wait. I'm really tempted to just go ahead and ooh, there's some griffins. Oh, we can't see them on the map because Wizard Eye has run out. I was gonna say I was tempted to get some training just to become Spirit Magic Master, but you know what? We can wait. We can wait. The Royal Griffin has gone down. Ooh, a lot of Royal Griffins in this part of the map. They're actually doing a fair amount of damage. Alright, I think that might be it. We'll just fly over here and yep, I think we can declare the map of Erathia clear. Although before I do that,
It doesn't even hurt.
But I need it fixed.
how did we take falling damage right there? I didn't think we were that high up. But anyway, what I want to do is just get this last bit of unexplored map in this corner. I don't think there'll be enemies there, but just for my peace of mind, let's confirm that there is nothing here. Okay. Alright, now we are done clearing Erathia, and we're gonna call this episode to a close now. Again, not a lot of action in this one. I think mainly I just wanted a nice, stress-free, relaxing episode to counterbalance the just sheer frustration of that arena episode last time. But we nonetheless made a bit of progress. We went to Celeste for the first time, we got our new quest, and we made a decision about what to do with this tapestry thing, or I made a decision. I don't know why I'm including you guys and holding you responsible for it, but, you know, a decision was made. Let's just call it, let's just describe it that way. And eventually that quest will be resolved as well. And then, for good measure, we came here to Erathia to clear out this map after having save scummed another pure luck potion out of the Bracada magic shop. Unfortunately, it is too late for us to go to the guilds in Erathia, or I would have maybe looked for another spell that we're missing. But we can do that tomorrow. For now, what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I flew all the way out here into the wilderness, because we actually do need to be in town. We need to use the ship, the docks in town, to take us to Even Mourn Island. Or the Even Mourn Islands? I forget what the place is actually called. We'll find out in the next episode. For now, let me just touch down in front of the inn, and we can call it a night. If I can remember where the inn was, it shouldn't be far. It's right here, right? Yes, Griffin's Rest.
Come in, come in.
Oh, we already have more food than what he can give us. We'll just
Enjoy your stay.
rent one room for the night, and don't want to load. I want to save my game. All right, save it here. All right. On that note, we're gonna end things here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when we finally go to Even Mourn Island and advance one of our current promotion quests. So, until then, take care.